Welcome back to another BDGE Bets Thursday night preview. As you can see to the left of my screen or the right of my screen, I have to figure that out in editing. We have Casey Luke. Obviously, you guys know him on the TikTok side of things and the Twitter side of things. Handles are down below. Check him out on all of his pages. Last week, we had a way better game than we thought we were going to get. Spread was, 12.5 last week? We were fishes and we took the spread, but today we have a better game, or tomorrow we have a better game. Seattle, the Cardinals, the spread is only 1 in this ball game. Over-under's 43.5. We have Kenneth Walker, JSN. We have Sam Darnold lighting it up on Seattle with some new pieces coming back to Seattle, which we're going to get into, apparently on the defensive side of the rock. And the Cardinals obviously still led by Trey McBreezy, Kyler Murray, and now without James Conner, Trey Benson. How you feeling about this game? How you feeling about last week? First of all, let's address last week. I will put on the screen what we went over in the bet side of things, so you'll see our record right below. But how are you feel after last week?
Yeah, I'll say the NFL officiating needs to take a serious look at what they're doing on forward and backwards passes. That's all I'll say. Devon Achane pick misses because what do you think about that? It clearly looked like a forward pass, but I don't know.
It's so tough. I talked with Nick about this as well. It's like when you're looking at it from the camera angle that we got it at, I would say it looks like a backwards rush. But we also never got a true side angle, or at least I didn't see a true side angle. I just saw like the overcast angle of it. And it's like one of those 50-50 things that it should be fixed in post for sure. Like it should be fixed after the game. They go back, they look at it, and it's fixed on the stat sheet. In-game doesn't really fucking matter. So I don't know if that's really on the refs as much as it is on the stat correctors after it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I just know Twitter was irate about that because half the world seemed to be on Devon Achane over receiving yards, but
I mean, he got like 7 receptions. What do you think?
Yeah. I can't really complain about the actual game though. Like we talked that game up to be literally one of the worst of all time, and it wasn't that bad, so I can't complain.
No, I was shocked at how well the Miami Dolphins looked comparatively to, like, here's the thing. In the game, it looked like the Bills were dominating, and somehow the Dolphins were still scoring points. It really didn't make sense to me, but all in all, James Cook is a god. Cashed our rushing over we took on him in literally the first quarter. He's phenomenal. So, yeah, let's digress from that game. And we hop into the Seahawks-Cardinals game. Cardinals are a little bit favored in this one. Seahawks are a little bit favored in this one at -115 compared to the Cardinals -105. Over under this game is 43.5. It's pretty sizable compared to recent Thursday night football games. So let's hop straight into it. I do have a play for this game. A few plays for this game, mind you. And I like Kyler Murray in this game. The Seahawks are still banged up. They're supposed to be getting support now. Nick, I think his name is Eminwari or whatever. You guys all know who I'm talking about. The safety from Seattle, athletic specimen. He's going to be amazing. He's supposedly possibly coming back this week. Again, we're recording this on Tuesday, so we don't quite know yet. We should have full report by tomorrow if him and a few others on the Seahawks right now, they're marked as out at practices and whatnot, so we'll see if they get a few defenders back. But for now, I like Kyler Murray to go over 27.5 rushing yards. He's hit over this in every game so far this season. Clearly, he does not trust his O-line. He's standing back there for quite a while. This Drew Petzing passing game is fucking atrocious. And I will say that with my I hate him as an offensive coordinator. It's just so uncreative. And it makes it so Kyler's holding the ball for a long time, scooting quite a lot. And this Seattle defense loves to send some easy pressure. Loves to send them some nickel off the edge. Love to run some double Bs, double As, get some pressure up the middle, force Kyler to be uncomfortable. And I'm expecting them to do the same today. I'm expecting Kyler to have to scoot a lot, and we've seen him be hyper athletic as of this year so far, and I'm only expecting him to continue to do that. So I'm going to take Kyler Murray over 26.5, excuse me. I said the wrong number the first time. 26.5 rushing yards.
Yeah, brother, you would think we dated the same girl the way I'm about to talk about Drew Petzing. I absolutely despise that dude.
Yeah.
I despise that dude. Every single summer,
Dude,
I say
awful.
he's a terrible offensive coordinator. One of my best friends is a huge Cardinals fan, and he's like bullish on him every year. He's like, I think like year 3, it's going to click. I'm like, we're going to be 6 years down the road, and you're still going to be holding on to this.
He is awful.
He looks terrible. Unfortunately, Marvin Harrison also looks completely terrible. But
not helping the situation at all.
Yeah, not helping. But yeah, I like that play a lot. 100% hit rate. So
yeah, I mean, again, I'm going to be honest. I don't love betting Kyler Murray like 100% hit rate bets. I just don't love it. It's not something that I feel good going into because I'm like, this is the game he's gonna miss. Yeah. I bet on it, it's gonna miss. But it's in the fact of like, I think this is the perfect setup for him to scramble a ton. The Seattle defense ain't gonna sit back and just watch this game unfold. They have the playmakers to normally do it, but with them how beat up they are on the defensive, like I just don't think they have the time to. And despite the bad play calling, the Cardinals still have a lot of playmakers on this field. And now I hate, by the way, also, hate's a strong word, but I do not like Trey Benson as a pure runner of the football because he has the vision of one of my 13U running backs. Like he just bounces everything outside. There is nothing that he can't outspeed, apparently. He is just, everything's hitting outside. Like, so I also feel like they're going to have to rely on the passing game a little bit more, despite the excitement, the explosion of Trey Benson in this offense. Like, I just don't think he's going to be much better than James Conner. James Conner was so good because he's great in between the tackles. Then they do a few pitch plays to Trey Benson, try to get him on the outside. If they don't get him on the outside, it's going to be tough. And I think Kyler Murray's going to have to scramble this one. Anyway, I digress. Trey McBreezy is going over 63.5 receiving yards as well in this ball game. Let me tell you something. There's nothing better than a guy that has a go-to tight end, and that's exactly what Kyler Murray has. Trey McBride has been Iron Man. He's been inevitable, and he's going to continue to be great. And in this defense, you look at the outside corners for the Seahawks, they have some guys. They have some depth, too, as well. Shout out Kobe Bryant. Depth, too. And I'm talking about the corner Kobe. Yeah, the corner Kobe. Yeah, of course. Also, rest in peace, Kobe. But I think Trey McBride's going to have to tackle the middle of this field. I mean, in both of their games they played last year, he had 133 receiving yards the first game and 70 receiving yards the second game. I could bet his over on receptions, too. It's at 6.5. He caught fucking 12 receptions the first game, and he caught 7 receptions the second game off 14 and 15 targets against the Seattle defense. They leave the middle of the field open. That's what the Seahawks do. Hey, attack us in the hard part of the field. We're not letting you get outside one-on-one shots. We're not letting you get deep posts. You're going to have to attack our linebackers. Hey, but when you have Trey McBreezy, it feels good. And I'm going to continue to go Trey McBride here. I think he's going to get the job done. I understand he missed it last week for San Francisco, but again, San Francisco is one of the best linebacking cores in all of football. And I think now we look at Trey McBride in this key matchup. I think he gets very involved here. Thoughts?
You know, I was in between McBride and Marvin Harrison. Really, that's the only two people you can be in between on the Cardinals. But the reason I like my play, I took Marvin Harrison to get 4+ receptions at minus 130. I think it's a little bit juicier now. I honestly think both of these can cash in one game. Like Harrison, 100%. For an alpha, 4 receptions just seems a little bit ridiculous. I know the Seahawks have some guys. Like you said, shout out KU. Kobe Bryant was absolutely electric to watch at KU. But McBride is clearly Murray's number 1 target. His receptions line is set at 6.5, which, I mean, if you're getting 7 catches, unless you're on some Devon Achane shit, you're probably going over. And I think Harrison can cash 4+ receptions as well. So that's what I took.
Yeah, I mean, Marv still being involved. He dropped 2 passes, probably would have gone for damn near 50 yards each.
Yeah,
if he caught those 2 passes, like they were nice. And he had 6 targets and 5 targets. You got to feel good about the 4.5 receptions. Again, I don't love attacking the outside on Seattle, but they're going to have to get him involved somehow. And again, I think, like you said, both of these can definitely cash in the same game for sure. Heading to the actual game plays we have, though, because we did both take some sort of play in this game. We didn't talk about JSN. I know that's what people are going to want to talk about. Well, what about JSN? He's been phenomenal, and I agree. He's been absolutely phenomenal. But I also think the Cardinals defense has played way over expectation. Coming into the year, people were like, this Cardinals defense just ain't got it. Where now I feel like after we're a few games in, I understand it was Mac Jones and the San Francisco defense, but overall, Arizona's held their own very well. And not to say, like, I think their offense has been holding them back. Realistically, they're 2-1. They should be, they should have won that game against San Fran. They should be 3-0. Now going into another divisional game, you got to feel like Seattle's going to turn up the heat at some point. Like, their offense has to click at some point. They got to get firing on some point, and I think it's in this matchup versus a beat-up Seattle team. Let's look real quick. Heading into week 4, the injury report I'm seeing as of right now. Seattle is looking like they might be without of. First off, Zach Sharp's coming back. That's big for the overtakers in this game. But they might be without Devon Witherspoon. They might be without Nick Emma. Again, he's supposed to come back, but he's still dealing with that ankle injury. By the way, Mafe is going to be possibly out. Leonard Williams is possibly going to be out. And again, by the time you guys are seeing this could all change. So take this one a grain of salt. But those are some big blows to the defensive side of the ball. The offense might be clicking now. On the Cardinal side of things, obviously Will Johnson's a tough loss still. James Conner, you go down, you don't feel great about it. Zay Jones goes down, you don't feel great about it. But overall, you're looking to get the lineman back a little bit healthy. Will Hernandez, Paris Johnson are looking to come back. Evan Brown. You're going to have the linemen start building up. Hopefully, Kyler could trust them a little bit more. And with the injuries on Seattle's defense, you feel like this over can start to look a little more juicy. 43.5 is not that high. I really, really like 43.5 going over on this ball game. And I agree with you. You took the Cardinals straight up. I'm going to agree with you. Talk me through why you like the Cardinals. I just told you I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I want to hear your elaboration.
Yeah, for starters, divisional matchups, the home team, especially home team and divisional matchups, is a really good angle that I like to take just because these games are always super close. Both of these teams are very evenly matched. You're really just looking for a little bit of an edge, and being at home gives you a pretty solid edge. So I like that there. I don't know. The discourse on the Seahawks the whole offseason was they're going to be dog shit. That's what everyone thought all offseason, and what they beat the Saints and the Steelers, and now everyone's like, oh, they're suddenly a pick 'em against the Cardinals, who we're inches away from being 3-0. So I think the Cardinals are being a little slept on here. I agree. I'm not the biggest fan of Kyler Murray. I don't like Drew Petzing. I don't really like a lot of their coaching staff, but they're a decent enough team, and I don't think the Seahawks are as good as a lot of people think.
No, I think they have the talent. And I agree with you. I think Arizona has the talent.
Yeah.
You look at, obviously, both these guys' schedule. Saints, Carolina, San Fran. Nothing really daunting from the Arizona side. San Fran, Steelers, Saints. Nothing really daunting from Seattle's side. So this is, I feel like, a really good test week for both of them. And I'm going to lean into the team that I have a little bit more confidence with right now. Do I really still trust Sam Darnold? Do I really trust Cooper Kupp to be any good? Torrey Horton's emerging. Sure. I don't know. And I hate Seattle's offensive line way more than I hate even the Cardinals' offensive line. So I'm going to lean the Cardinals. I agree with you. I'm all in. The money line, again, -105, so you feel really good about that. There are some interesting discounts here on BetMGM as I'm looking here. Nothing really to solidify here. But, of course, we're going to go with something we always do every single week. We need to pick a first touchdown scorer. A guy that is going to get in the end zone first. Or just, we could do anytime. But I'm going to go first touchdown scorer. First touchdown scorer. Guy's got to get in the end zone. MGM.
And last week we told you to predict Ollie Gordon and Jacob Haas.
Yeah, 100p. 100p. Definitely did not tell you to take the Bills defense. I don't know who the fuck would tell you that.
Who gave that guy a platform?
I remember seeing in the comments a guy was like, oh, I was thinking about the Bills defense, but you made me 10 times more confident. I'm like, hell yeah, brother. And then shit gets
That's a crazy comment.
Hey, but Miami started with the ball. I was like, we won the coin toss. Our play won the coin. And then, we got cooked after that. But, all right. If we're looking at first touchdown score, We obviously have Kenneth Walker for good value. You've Trey Benson for good value. Sure. That's the fun stuff. But why don't, again, I talked about him earlier, but why don't we talk about a guy named AJ Barner? You're probably like, who the fuck is AJ Barner? Let me tell you who the fuck AJ Barner is. He is 25-1 odds. Michigan workhorse tight end. A Michigan nose to the grindstone guy that just has a nose for the end zone. Scored last year, scored this year already. Is a big, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's 6'6". So let me just double check. I think he's actually 6'6". He's a big fucking dude. 6'6", 250 pounds. Go up and get it, ball. They're going to be down by the goal line. I think Seattle's going to score here first as they're going to get the ball in the away. I'm going AJ Barner 25-1. Give me the value. Who do you got?
I like that. That's okay. It's okay. I like mine better.
Yeah, whatever.
Because I'm about to put the books in the torture chamber. Standing at, I don't know his height, but definitely less than 5'7".
160 pounds.
160 pounds. Give me Greg Dortch.
Whoa. Holy shit.
Brought a little juice for that one.
What is that? 60-1. You're getting Greg Dortch.
That's value, bro. It's value.
Yeah, people would honestly tell us to go fuck ourselves. These odds are way too far. They're like, oh, why not just go Kenneth Walker? Because what do you know about AJ Barner and Greg Dortch? Quite literally the two opposite humans you could ever see. One is 6'6", white as snow, and the other is 5'9", dark as night with burners. And we'll see which one pans out here. They have a Zay Jones lineup, but I don't think he's playing, if I'm not mistaken.
Anyway, I really like
those are going to be
play.
our picks. Those are going to be our picks. Let us know what you guys got in the comments down below. Let us know what takes you like, what takes you don't like. We've been pretty hot on Thursday Night Football. We've been pretty on the money with Thursday Night Football. We're both going on the Cardinals side of things, which means Seattle's definitely going to win. I'm taking the over, so take the under. And we know our guys are getting into the end zone. Make sure to like. Make sure to subscribe. Oh, wait, you had a player prop, didn't you? Oh, did we talk about it? Yeah, you talked about Mark. Okay.
Yep.
I'm just double checking. All right, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, all sort of fun shit down below, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.